Hola, clase. Today we're going to be talking about the stem changers. So there are three kinds of stem changers. We have the stem changers that go from an E to an IE, an E to an I, and an O to a UE. And they're fairly known as the boot or the shoe verbs. Why? Because all of the ones that fit in the boot are going to have a stem change or a verb root change. Otherwise, everything that stays outside of the boot, such as nosotros and vosotros, both of them will not take a stem change at all. So let's see the first type, the E to an IE. We have the verb entender, which means to understand. Yo entiendo. And here's a little hint for you as well. If you see a verb that has two E's and it is a stem changer, the second E is going to be the one that takes the stem change. So our conjugations are going to be the same. Notice that because this verb ends in an ER, we can see that the ending of the verb conjugation is the same as a regular ER ending verb. So yo entiendo, tú entiendes, él, ella entiende, usted entiende, nosotros entendemos, vosotros entendéis, ellos, ellas entienden, ustedes entienden. Everything fits in the boot is going to have a stem change, like I mentioned earlier, and everything that stays outside of the boot, such as nosotros and vosotros, is not going to take a stem change. Let's see some more examples. Repitan, so repeat after me. Empezar. Comenzar. Pensar. Perder. Preferir. Querer. Let's give it a try to this exercise. See? Usted cierra. Tú cierras. Nosotros cerramos. Mi hermano cierra. Yo cierro. Usted cierra. Los chicos cierran. Ella cierra. Tener and venir. We've seen both of these verbs, and we know that they have a stem change. They are both E to an IE, but they are irregular in the yo form. They go from regular to GO, so we like to call them the go verbs. So the first yo form is tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, tienen. Tengo exámenes mañana. I have exams tomorrow. Vengo is the same thing. The yo form is irregular. It goes to GO, go. Vienes, viene. Venimos, venís, vienen. Vengo de la biblioteca. I'm coming from the library. The second type of a stem changer is the E to an I. Servir, which means to serve. Yo sirvo. Tú sirves. Él, ella y usted sirve. Nosotros servimos. Vosotros servís. Ellos, ellas y ustedes sirven. Once again, everything falls into the boot. Therefore, it takes a stem change, a root of the verb change. And notice that all E to an I change in the stem are going to be IR ending verbs. Let's see some examples. Repitan. Repeat after me. Medir. Pedir. Repetir. Teñir. Okay, so let's give it a try. Here are some examples of stem changers from E to an I. Repetir. Arturo y Eva repiten. Yo repito. Nosotros repetimos. Julia repite. Sofía y yo repetimos. Decidir. Yo decido. Él decide. Tú decides. Usted decide. Ellas deciden. Seguir. Now, seguir, remember we talked about our go verbs, the ones that go to a irregular in the yo form. Seguir goes irregular in the yo form, just like tener and venir. So it goes to yo sigo. Nosotros seguimos. Tú sigues. Los chicos siguen. Usted, sigue. The third and last type that we're going to see today is the O to a UE. Almorzar, which means to have lunch, ends in AR. Let's see how we conjugate. Yo almuerzo. Tú almuerzas. Él, ella, usted almuerza. Nosotros almorzamos. Vosotros almorzáis. Ellos, ellas y ustedes almuerzan. Some common verbs that we're going to see that go from an O to a UE in a stem change are costar. Cost is normally used only in the third person, plural or singular. Dormir. Encontrar. Poder. Recordar. Soñar. Volver. Let's give it a try. Dormir is our verb that we're going to be using, and it's a stem changer, O to a UE. Let's do this one together. Mi abuela no duerme. Yo no duermo. Tú no duermes. Mis hijos no duermen. Ustedes no duermen. Nosotros no dormimos. Él no duerme. Ustedes no duermen. One special verb, jugar, which means to play, follows the pattern of the stem change O to a UE, but instead it is the only verb we're going to learn thus far that changes from an U to a UE. So yo juego. Tú juegas. Él, ella y usted juega. Nosotros jugamos. Vosotros jugáis. Ellos, ellas y ustedes juegan. Querer and preferir. They're both expressing a desire or preferences, but they're going to have a stem change and they're going to be used in multiple different ways. Let's see how we're going to use both verbs. Querer means to want. So it is a stem changer from an E to an IE. Quiero un sándwich de pollo. Sí, y quiero papas fritas también, por favor. When used with a person as a direct object, it can also mean to love. Quiero mucho a su hija, señor Vaga. Preferir, of course, means to prefer. ¿Quiere un sándwich de pollo? No, señor, prefiero una hamburguesa. Both quiere and preferir can be used with an infinitive directly after them. So let's make a sentence. Here are some infinitive forms of verbs. Rafael quiere esquiar, pero su novia quiere patinar. Thinking or planning. The verb pensar is another very useful stem-changing verb. To think or to plan to do something. Basically, pensar means to think. Me gusta ir al parque para pensar y descansar. Pensar en means to think about. Gabriela siempre piensa en sus estudios. Pensamos en el bienestar de la familia. ¿En qué piensas? Pensar de means to think of. Basically, to have an opinion. ¿Qué piensas de las novelas de Márquez? Pensar que means to think that. So basically, is an answer to the question above that we just saw. Yo pienso que sus novelas son maravillosas. Pensar can also be used with an infinitive in order to plan to do something. Pensamos escuchar música en el parque esta tarde. ¿Qué piensas hacer después de clase? ¿Qué piensas hacer este fin de semana? ¿Qué piensan ustedes hacer ustedes en las vacaciones de verano? I hope this video has helped you guys. If you guys have any questions or anything that you'd like to go over, please make sure to reach out to me. ¿Sí? Hasta luego.